5 rumored WrestleMania 35 matches for Batista. This week, it was reported by Pro Wrestling Sheet that the animal Batista has once again been in the talks with WWE, which apparently have been going very well, with the Hollywood star even going to WWE's headquarters to discuss plans. Ever since he made his return on the SmackDown 1000 show, there has been talks of Batista coming back for one final run with the company, and he hasn't held back in discussing his desire to do so in interviews. However, according to the same report, WWE isn't the only company interested in signing the Guardians of the Galaxy star, with AEW also reportedly interested in having Batista work a match for the company. An image of Batista with Chris Jericho was posted to social media, creating speculation that AEW may have taken a step closer to landing their man. And given how much money the company has, they could certainly afford Batista, who's known for hating WWE's PG restrictions. However, the thought of having one final WrestleMania match is something that Batista has had since he left the company, and as he gets older and his Hollywood career gets bigger, this could be one of the last chances WWE has to make it happen. So with speculation rampant about Batista possibly appearing at WrestleMania 35, so are the rumors about what match he might have if that happens. So let's take a look at 5 that have been speculated. Number 5. Batista and Rey Mysterio versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. While everyone will instantly go to what dream singles matches could take place for Batista if he is to return, that isn't the only option available to WWE, and while a tag team match might seem like a waste to some people, this scenario could be a lot of fun for WrestleMania. It seems like WWE is investing in The Miz and Shane McMahon as a tag team for the road to WrestleMania, and given how badly WWE likes to have Shane compete at Mania, this could be a way of making it a major match by adding a Hollywood name to it. Batista hasn't wrestled in around 5 years, so having him work a limited amount in a tag team match would help protect him, while also giving Rey Mysterio a big Mania moment, capitalizing on the well-documented friendship that's known between them. Number 4. Daniel Bryan. Even though Batista was never known for being an incredible in-ring worker, he was always a reliable wrestler who could put on great matches, especially with top-quality opponents, which is why his work against Daniel Bryan was always so good. The two men competed in Batista's last WrestleMania match alongside Randy Orton when Bryan was the biggest babyface in the company, with the match being his crowning moment of finally becoming the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. However, here we are 5 years later, and the two men could have their roles reversed, with Bryan as the big heel and Batista as a beloved returning legend, with WWE lacking in top babyfaces to go up against Bryan on the biggest show of the year outside of AJ Styles, who has already competed against him plenty of times. Bringing in an A-list celebrity and wrestling legend might not be a bad idea. Number 3. Drew McIntyre. One of Drew McIntyre's big storylines since he returned to the main roster of WWE has seen him attempting to clear out the roster of people who are just there for the payday, which has included attempting to destroy legends that appear such as John Cena and Kurt Angle. If Batista was to return for a WrestleMania run, then having McIntyre call him out for simply being around for the money might be an angle that WWE looks to take, as it would continue that storyline, while giving the Scottish psychopath a major match on the grandest stage of them all. The chances are high that Batista will be working as a babyface this time around, especially considering the response he got during his SmackDown 1000 appearance. So having him work against one of WWE's top tier heels would ensure that the fans were firmly invested in the right way. Number 2. Samoa Joe. In a similar way to how a match with Drew McIntyre would work, having Batista work with one of today's talents who fans haven't seen him wrestle before is a way to get the most out of Batista, as it will put over another wrestler while also making fans happy about his return. Because of Batista's history with the Blue Brand, if he was to return, then SmackDown would be the show that made the most sense for him to return to, and on that show, one name who would really benefit from working with them is Samoa Joe. Due to injuries, Joe has never had a WrestleMania match, and given that he isn't the youngest of wrestlers, having a major feud match against Batista is something he deserves. Joe could be taken seriously against Batista as a legitimate threat due to his size and ability, and the two men could easily put together a fun, hard-hitting match. Number 1. Triple H. Of course, the most obvious possible opponent for Batista is his former Evolution partner Triple H, which is a match that Batista himself has stated he wants, and is the number one thing that would get him to return. It was heavily speculated that this match was being planned for WrestleMania 35, which is why it was teased during the Evolution segment on SmackDown 1000 show, but then Triple H tore his pectoral muscle at Crown Jewel, and the whole thing was put into jeopardy. However, the game is way ahead of schedule in terms of his recovery, which means that once again, the match could be back on the table if Triple H is fit and healthy, and would certainly be one of the show's big future matches, which is the most likely situation to actually get Batista to return. Who would you like to see Batista face if he returns at WrestleMania 35? Let us know in the comment section below, and subscribe to Sports Entertainment.